Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at Free Comic Book Day 2021 Spider-Man Venom number 1. This is a one-shot from Marvel Comics, which is obviously the Free Comic Book Day installment, and it features 3 vignettes. The first is Spider-Man Test Drive, written by Zeb Wells, Patrick Gleason, artist, Alejandro Sanchez, color artist, VC's Joe Caramagna, letterer, Lindsay Kohick, assistant editor, Nick Lowe, editor. Then it's followed by Venom, Like Father, Like Son, by Ram V and Al Ewing, with pencils by Brian Hitch, inks by Andrew Curry, Alex Sinclair colorist, BC's Clayton Cowles was the letterer, assistant editor was Danny Kazem, and Devin Lewis editor. Finally, there is a preview for Devil's Reign, which is untitled, but is written by Chip Zdarsky with art by Greg Smallwood and letters by VC's Clayton Cowles. The Spider-Man story has Bushwhacker holding some people hostage trying to rob a place, and Spider-Man shows up to fight him. It turns out to be Ben Riely, which is not hard to figure out at all. And he's using some sort of new costume, which has like special polymers inside of it, that sort of thing. And that's when we find out that he is working with a company called Beyond Corporation, and they are trying to make him the official Spider-Man. As usual, it looks like they're trying something new with Ben Riely because they don't understand how heroes work. So Ben Riley's gonna end up being a villain. They're obviously setting him up for a fall, but this is a prelude to Spider-Man number 75, which that series has already ended by this recording in 2022, so it was not that exciting. Unfortunately, Ben Riely has gotten a really bad treatment for a very long time over at Marvel, and they just want him to end up being a villain because they really hate Peter Parker, I guess. Venom's story is a lead-in from the post-Donny Cates era of Venom, and they've aged up Dylan a little bit. Something is going on where it seems Dylan feels like they've lost Eddie somehow, but Eddie is the new King in Black, and he is guiding the symbiotes to a rescue mission, but it looks like something might not quite be right. This didn't sell me on the series. It's probably okay, but it really just looked like more of the same. Eddie's been so overpowered after the events of King in Black that it's kind of hard to care, so they should have probably just retired the character. I don't know. Written him off out in the cosmic sphere as one of the more cosmic heroes and just have him show up occasionally like Quasar does, but it's gonna be hard to carry your own book when you're that overpowered. And it's going to be kind of hard to care about any peril he gets in because he can literally jump from symbiote to symbiote, so there's no real threat to him, it seems. Over in the final story, we get Jessica Jones looking into something and finding somebody dying, and it looks like Wilson Fisk is up to some shenanigans. It was really pointless. It was a lead-in to Devil's Reign. As far as the stories go, the Venom one is probably the best written. The Spider-Man one, it seems like it could be interesting, but they've really damaged Ben Riely so much I have zero interest. The problem with the Venom one, like I said, is he's overpowered now, so it's hard to be interested in that one. And the preview they have for it just really doesn't do anything for me. I don't care about Venom fighting Kang or any of these other creatures. It just has really nothing for me there. The Devil's Reign one had the weakest art because it uses this color technique that I absolutely hate, where they like to do this almost monotone wash for the backgrounds and trying to make it look like a 50s detective novel pulp cover, and I hate it. But the art itself isn't that bad, just the color scheme really hurts it. If the book was going to be a noir adventure, then it would probably work, but Devil's Reign is not a noir story, so it's very misleading because of that color scheme. And I don't think younger people are going to really get the reference of the color scheme, and they're not going to see the retro pop art style. But the Venom one had the best art. The art in Spider-Man was serviceable. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. I think the faces look a little weird and need some work. So the Venom one was the best one. This really isn't worth tracking down, but if you find it for free somewhere or like $1 and you're a huge Venom fan and you're a completionist, you might want it. But beyond that, I don't really see much point in tracking it down. Storylines have all wrapped up already, and the only one that looks like it's worth anything is Venom. I've already reviewed Devil's Reign, but this foreshadowing here really is such a different, completely alien style to what you get that it's hard to justify this being that interesting or adding anything new to that story. So there's nothing really added here other than little teasers like your usual Free Comic Book Day stuff, and the only reason to pick this up is if you're a Venom completionist, because this doesn't even add anything new to any of these storylines. Pretty big miss for me. Just say avoid this one unless you're a completionist. That'll do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, link links are in the description to various support methods, and as always, we hope to see you on the next one.